Alright, so unfortunately Connor Murphy has died. He drowned in a lake. I think it had something to do with substance abuse, so he was injecting some gold into his arm and some other substances. And yeah, he just went berserk and went to a lake and drowned. That's all I really know right now. But in honor for Connor Murphy, you know, all respect to him, I'm not trying to disrespect him in this video. We're going to be reviewing a day of eating that he has, and yeah, let's see what he got.
What's good, guys? So I've been cutting for a few weeks now. It's been going pretty well. I've been getting pretty shredded. So I'm gonna run you guys through the diet that I've been using to drop some body fat. So for me, besides eating less, there are two main differences between my bulking and cutting diet. The first one is I'm gonna be eating a lot higher proportion of protein. So you basically want 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, you know, whether you're bulking or cutting. Since you're eating a lot less calories, you know, you're going to need a higher ratio.
Well, we don't consume calories, but eating 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is actually a really good recommendation. I'm surprised he said that. I'm not surprised. Most bodybuilders know that, and yeah, that's general rule of thumb.
Of protein. The second difference is that, you know, I'm probably going to be pretty.
But it is like 1 gram of protein per pound of ideal body weight. Like if you're 300 pounds, you don't want to be eating 300 grams of protein. If you're 300 pounds and you want to get to like 180, you should be eating 180 grams of protein. You know what I mean?
Hungry throughout the day, that's kind of unavoidable. So I want to keep that hunger to a minimum, right? So I'm going to be eating higher satisfying foods, you know, foods that fill me up more. Okay?
If you want to keep your hunger to a minimum throughout the day, you need to be consuming carbs throughout the day and high saturated fats. I hope he's not going to be consuming a lot of like plant toxins and like fiber to fill him up, which is the wrong way to do it, but we'll see.
So yeah, guys, let's get started. Alright, so we're starting out with some oatmeal. I like to use steel cut oats because they fill you up a lot more than regular oats.
Yeah, really bad, horrible 1 out of 10 breakfast. Just seed slime, anti-nutrients, horrible carb source. Yeah, oatmeal. I don't know why bodybuilders still consume this. It's just peasant food.
I use about 80 grams of these. Alright, then I just fill this up with water, put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes. These are quick steel cut oats, so they cook pretty fast. Alright, then I put about 100 grams of frozen fruit in there.
And it's always the fruit, just the fruit to make it taste better, because no one wants to eat straight seeds.
Then I put about a half scoop of whey protein in there. Whey protein is a...
Whey protein, pretty garbage. Obviously, that looks like a garbage brand. It's just waste product. It's just straight. It's really like hard to digest too, these whey proteins, because they've been processed so many times. So you're going to get more acne. It's guaranteed.
Great thing to eat in the morning because it's a quick digesting.
Digestive problems, you know, fartings, just guaranteed.
Protein gets into your system quickly, and your body needs it because it used all its protein during the night. Also, it makes it taste a lot better.
Use all its protein during the night. I guess that makes a little sense because it's repairing your muscles, but like, you want to ideally be looking at carbs because you're used up all your liver glycation during the night. Protein, right when you wake up, really isn't essential. You can just get that later in the day. Carbs are a lot more important. And he does have carbs, but it's a horrible source.
Along with my oatmeal in the morning, I eat 2 eggs.
Alright, 2 eggs, not the best. If they're low quality, they're going to be a lot more problematic because they're higher in PUFAs, which oxidize very easily, but still pretty good.
Eggs are a great source of protein, and they help your testosterone levels. So they're a great food. Alright, so for breakfast, we have 2 eggs and some oatmeal.
I don't know what I give this. Like, it's 2 out of 10. It's not the best. It's really bad. Seed slime. If you remove that and just had the fruit and eggs, it'd be a way better meal.
It's a pretty standard breakfast. I'll see you guys for the next meal. Alright, meal number 2. I'm making a pasta dish. When I'm cutting, I like to use whole grain pasta.
I really hope it's not pesto pasta again. And whole grain pasta is actually pretty problematic. Wow, pasta. I mean, yeah, you're still getting carbohydrates, which is the only good thing in most of these bodybuilders' diets. But the carbohydrate is just horrible. Like pasta, it's just seed slime again, bunched up, anti-nutrients, tannins, oxalates, endotoxin production from the fiber, really bad.
Because it's a lot more filling than regular pasta.
Yeah, whole grain pasta is going to be a lot more filling because there's more fiber. Yeah, sure, it's filling, but it doesn't really matter because it's just a destitute of nutrition.
I have about 90 grams cooking in there right right now. Alright, so to go with my pasta, I have a
And so yeah, we know that he's trying to lower his hunger to get more shredded, so that's why he's eating vegetables, but that's just not the ideal way to lower your hunger. You don't even want to lower your hunger. You want to be eating as much healthy foods as possible, and then you will get shredded from that, literally, when you just eat your natural diet, because your body will just lose all the unnecessary body fat it doesn't need. You're obviously not going to lose all your body fat because your body still wants to keep body fats healthy for your hormones, but you're going to lose all the unnecessary weight you don't need just from eating your natural diet. And when your metabolic rate is upregulated too.
a whole can of tuna. Tuna is a good source of protein, has about 30 grams per can.
Can of tuna high in heavy metals, not a very good source of protein just because of the heavy metals, really a bad source of meat.
Then I have about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise and about 20
Seed oils from the mayonnaise.
calories worth of vegetables.
Vegetables high in oxalates, fiber, horrible.
Alright, there's a
That's a really bad meal. That's really bad.
finished product. I'm sure not all of you guys
And it really doesn't look that good.
are a big fan
Where's the red sauce to imitate blood, bro? Come on now. Make it look at least like appetizing.
of tuna. You know, it doesn't really matter the protein source. Just try and get some kind of protein source that has at least 30 grams of protein, and then use some kind of sauce that, you know, doesn't have too many calories. Alright, it's time for meal 3. So I've got some Greek yogurt right here. Greek yogurt is awesome. It's fat-free and has a ton of protein.
Oh
I get the
my
plain
God,
Greek yogurt
man.
because it's really low on sugar. And then I have about a
Fat-free yogurt is really problematic. It's going to be really hard to digest that. Just protein. I don't know why people are obsessed with 0% fat yogurt. It makes no sense whatsoever. All the nutrients, bye-bye. Bye-bye to the nutrients in it, I guess. Just protein, garbage. Fat-free yogurt, wow, really bad.
an ounce of almonds and another 100 grams of fruit.
Almonds, nice. Higher in PUFAs, oxidizing very easily in your body. And fruit is probably the only good thing he's had, but it's sprayed with pesticides because he just eats berries.
So I mix all these together.
Nice.
And guys, if you're gonna eat this, I would suggest getting some kind
That's why he needs to fill up his body constantly with fiber, just fiber and garbage all the time, because he has no fat, 0% fat. He hasn't eaten any good sources of fat yet, besides the eggs. It makes, wow.
of sweetener to put in there because, you know, plain Greek yogurt, it doesn't taste that good.
It does taste good, but you're getting the 0% fat. That's why it doesn't taste good.
But if you put some sweetener in there, it tastes awesome. Alright, so I'm about to cook some dinner. We have around 230 grams of
Sweet potato are a lot higher in oxalates than just regular potatoes. They're pretty bad comparison. I would just stick to regular potatoes if you were going to eat potatoes.
sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are one of the best carb sources you can get.
Nope.
And then about
Fruit.
20 calories worth of some random vegetables.
Nope. I don't understand why you conclude vegetables. Can you give any reasoning? Because so far I haven't heard anything.
And then we
He
have
just said potatoes are the best sort of carbs, but then he just shows vegetables and he doesn't give any reasoning why they should be included.
about 8 ounces of chicken breast.
Lean chicken breast, no fat. I mean, you're starving yourself. I guess that's the whole point of shredding, but it's not going to help your body whatsoever.
Just throw everything in a pan. Steam it up. Alright guys, then I just put a few tablespoons of A1 on here.
Yeah, because the meal is garbage. You have to cover it in sugar, which sure, sugar is good, but I'm sure that A1 sauce is garbage. I don't even know what's an A1 sauce, honestly. Yeah, you have to cover it in sauces because you hate the meal so much because it's just like protein, just dry protein, steamed garbage. Like, come on.
I really like A1 sauce because it's a relatively low calorie sauce.
Low calories. We don't consume calories, first of all, and you don't even look at the ingredient list. Let's just see what's in A1 sauce. Tomato puree, vinegar, corn syrup, salt, raisin paste. Okay, nice. So corn syrup is all I needed to see. Garbage.
Alright, good to eat. Alright, so I have my post-workout meal here. First, we have a whey protein shake. It's just about 1 scoop of whey protein. Then we have some cereal. Oatmeal squares. They're really good. 1 cup of these things. So after your workout, you just want to get some quick digesting protein and some quick digesting carbs to replenish your glycogen levels. You know, I don't eat
Smart. He's smart, but what the hell is that cereal? How is that quick digesting? You're just consuming fiber, high fiber. It just, no, bro. Just consume some potatoes after your workout, fully cooked. High in glucose will replenish glycogen levels, or fruit juice. Like, come on, bro.
eat this meal at any particular time during the day. It's just right after my workout ends. Alright guys, last meal of the day before I go to bed, I make an omelet. So I eat about 100 grams of turkey. You can substitute this with ham or any lean meat really.
Turkey lean meat obviously isn't problematic, but the fat is a little bit more problematic, but he should still be consuming fat. Like, he had no fat. That's probably why he needs to eat so much, because he's had no fat all day. Okay. I was about to say if he made an egg white omelet, I would have punched the screen, but he made an egg yolk. He kept the egg yolks in the omelet, which is good.
Put 4 eggs in there. And then I put about 20 calories of some vegetables in there.
Bro, what is... Give some sort of reasoning on why you're putting vegetables in it. Because all you're doing is ripping the nutrients away from the meat and the eggs. Give some sort of reasoning, please.
Alright guys, so right before I go to bed at night, I want to make sure that I eat a good source of slow digesting protein so that my body has protein throughout the night to build my muscle. Alright?
What are you talking about, bro? The protein is slow digesting because your body has to use so much energy to digest it, taking away energy from your body during the night so your body can actually repair and build muscle. Ha! You should be consuming carbohydrates right before you go to sleep to restore liver glycation so you have proper energy levels to restore yourself during the sleep and actually sleep properly, have high energy levels to do all the muscle gain you want to do. I don't understand what this protein thing before bed is. You don't have any carbs in there.
Right, and eggs and turkey are both a great source of slow digesting protein. Alright guys, so here are all the macros that I ate throughout the day. I'm eating about 20...
You don't consume calories, and this is just really bad, bro. Low fat. Like, come on, bro. The meal before bed is obviously horrible too. That's probably the worst thing. Not because of the meal is bad. The meal is pretty good in general, but eating that right before bed is not good whatsoever. You're going to just be stripping all the energy away from repair and just putting the energy towards digesting the protein. So yeah, overall, this day of eating was pretty bad. Obviously, rest in peace to Connor Murphy, though. It's kind of surreal seeing how he was just like acting like a regular person like this and going to not present day obviously, but like before he died and seeing the substance abuse and how much it affects people. So really it just goes to show that you should not be smoking weed, doing any sorts of substances, which I can't even name on here because I don't actually know what substances he did, and injecting gold, obviously. You should not be doing any of that, and weed was actually the main thing that started this. So do not smoke weed. Do not ingest these toxins into your body. Do not start any toxic. Don't do alcohol. I mean, all of these things just progress into bigger and bigger things that will end people's life. This happens every single day. So just stop doing these tiny little toxic things. Start investing in your actual health. And yeah, I mean, it will save so many lives if you actually start doing that. And obviously I wish it saved his. So yeah, rest in peace, and I'll see you in another video.